Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. Today I am trying a new recipe and I'm trying it out for the first time with y'all. So this is gonna be fun and interesting. I've never made anything like this before, but this is a spaghetti squash casserole. And honestly, I have used spaghetti squash in my lifetime maybe twice. And so I think I underutilize this vegetable. And so I'm going to try and implement more spaghetti squash into my life because I really do love pasta, and I didn't realize until I used spaghetti squash for the first time that what a great substitute for actual spaghetti noodles that it is. So I found this recipe though in one of the Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks, and I had kind of skimmed over it a bunch of times and I thought, I don't know, it's probably not gonna be good. And then I decided to try it because I really am getting bored with my dinners and I needed something that was going to be super simple and pretty quick. Now, the way that I'm preparing this in the oven was not the quick option, to be honest with you, because it takes about 45 minutes in the oven to get those spaghetti squash to soften up to, where they need to be for you to scrape the insides out. So another option you could do is just leave your spaghetti squash in a crock pot all day long. I just forgot, so that's okay though. Anyway, so after I cooked them, I just left them on the counter to cool, or right there on my stove to cool, while I browned up the meat that I was going to be using. You could use any meat. I just had hamburger meat thawed out, so that's what I used. But you could do like ground chicken or shredded chicken or any other kind of meat. And then these are the ingredients that you need to do the basic casserole part of it. So I'm just going to be melting that butter down and then throwing all these ingredients into the bowl. And I realized really quickly after adding all of the ingredients to this bowl, it says use a large bowl. And I did not realize how large the bowl actually needed to be. So I ended up having to transfer, you'll see that in a minute, into a bigger bowl. So hey, that's okay though. Also another swap, like a healthy food swap that you can do, is instead of using sour cream, I used Greek yogurt. So you could do sour cream if you wanted. It's just a cup of sour cream or a cup of Greek yogurt. So I substituted for Greek yogurt just to be a little on the healthier side. And then you add in all of your ingredients, scrape out your insides for your spaghetti squash, which should be pretty cooled off by the time you get done, like browning your meat or doing whatever else you need to do while it's hanging out on the counter, because if you try like scraping it out too soon, you'll burn your hands. So just give yourself a little time, do something else, then you can scrape it out. I like to scrape out the spaghetti squash with a fork personally, because I think it just works best for me. And this was a fairly small spaghetti squash, to be honest. And I was shocked at how much came out of it, even though it was a small one. So you really don't need a big spaghetti squash to make this work for a very large family. We ended up having so much leftover, so very much leftover. So this is a really great dish that you could bring to family gatherings during the holiday. And that was kind of my goal for this week, is to put up as many, healthy holiday recipes for y'all as possible, because I get asked that a lot in my Drop the Weight Facebook community. And if you're not part of that, y'all go jump in there, join that. You're welcome to join that, ladies. It's for Christian women who are on a weight loss journey. And by the way, if you didn't know, I'm Kathryn. I'm so sorry I haven't introduced myself. And I'm a certified mental health and weight loss coach. And I love to help women on their weight loss journeys to overcome the mental hurdles that we all face along the way. I'm actually a huge advocate for not dieting to lose weight, but just learning how to live an actual healthy lifestyle, which starts with what we think and not just with what we do. Now, also want to be clear, this is a Trim Healthy Mama S recipe, but I do not follow Trim Healthy Mama as a diet or a way of life. I do love it. I love a lot of their recipes. I think it's great, but it is not like my box that I live in. Okay. So I just want you to know that up front. But I do implement a lot of Trim Healthy Mama stuff into my life. And so if that's what you're looking for, this is a great place for you to hang out. And if you're looking for healthy ways to lose weight and swap out some foods for healthier versions, this is also a really great place for you to be. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So anyways, you can see that I swapped out the smaller bowl for the larger one. And I'm just gonna mix all this up and throw it in a pan. I think you're gonna need a pretty big pan. Mine was like 9 by 13. And that was just a pound of beef. You could do 2 pounds of beef if you wanted, or 2 pounds of meat, whatever you want to do. And then you just kind of put it in your pan and throw your cheese on top and put it in the oven for 30 minutes and you're good to go. So while this recipe kind of finishes up the last part of the baking in the oven, I just set my timer for 30 minutes and then just went ahead and started cleaning up the aftermath. It's really not that big of a mess, to be honest. I was really shocked. The whole process was pretty simple, very easy ingredients. I'm all about easy. Just planning ahead to put that spaghetti squash in the crock pot would have been helpful, but otherwise it was really simple, and just cooking that up probably total would take you about 45 minutes. It took me a little longer because I had to wait on the spaghetti squash initially for 45 minutes, so it was a little longer, and our family ate a little later that night than anticipated, but hey, it all worked out and everybody loved it, including my husband, which is a huge win. So yeah, there we go. Right. Okay, ladies, you are gonna wanna hear this. I am so thrilled to be doing a 4-day weight loss mindset reset challenge, and I want to extend an invitation to you to be part of that. So if this is something that you know that you need help with, if this is something you're struggling with, you're doing all the things, right? Like, we know the things to do on our weight loss journey. Like, there's basic things to do, and I do teach a lot of what to do for weight loss. That's worked for me long term on my 55-pound plus weight loss journey. But most of the time, it's not about the doing that trips us up long term. Like, we can all lose weight. Like, you can do extreme things and lose weight. Everybody can do that. We all know, like, basic things. I think at least most of us know: eat less, move more, that type of stuff. That's basic weight loss. But how do we sustain it? How does it stay off? And why do I keep losing weight and then gaining it right back? Or why do I keep, finding myself on the couch late at night, binge eating ice cream or chips, or not even realizing that maybe I battle with emotional eating? Those are the types of things that I address so much in this challenge. And so I really want you to be a part of this. If this is something that you think, hey, I would like more information, register today. I'm going to put a link in the description below. It's a free 4-day class, so you're going to want to be part of that. Let's work together. Let's do this. Join my other group of women who are going to be doing this 4-day weight loss mindset reset, and let's get it done. Let's get it done. I'm so excited. So don't forget to click the link below. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go do that. It's free. This is a totally free place. You guys can just be part. And don't forget to click the little bell next to the subscribe so that you'll be notified when I upload new content, because otherwise you might miss it, right? Because there's so much out there on the internet, like saying, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. So I want you to see what's important to you. And if this is important to you, make sure you click that little notification bell, and I'll see you on the other side.